Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. And for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always double salute. Now, today's video, we're talking about the 5 best credit cards if you're planning on visiting Las Vegas. And for those of you that may know me, you know I'm a big fan of Las Vegas. I love going there. I'm seriously considering moving there. But if you're planning on making a trip there, then I would tell you, you definitely want to look at some of these here credit cards to leverage, all right? Now, the first one is through Navy Federal. Now, understand that with Navy Federal credit cards, you do have to be a member in order to apply for the credit card, right? But this here cash rewards credit card, I always tell people to go for when they first sign up with Navy Federal because it starts at $5,000 because it's a Visa signature card. So that's one of the things that you want to look at in terms of when you're applying for credit cards. You either want to know if it's a Visa signature card or if it's a MasterCard World Elite, okay? Because those credit cards usually start at about $5,000, okay? Now, like I said, with it starting at about $5,000, like being a member, they pull a FICO 9 TransUnion. After that, if you want to try to get a credit line increase, do it through the app. Wait 91 days and do it through the app, so that way you won't get that extra inquiry, okay? And they don't charge no cash advance fees. Now, what that means is that they don't charge you money to borrow the money. They charge you interest on the money you borrow, but they don't charge a fee for you borrowing the money, okay? Like some banks, they may charge you $10, $15, $20 in order for you to borrow the money, plus charge you a daily interest. At least with this credit card, credit union, they do not charge you a cash advance fee to borrow that money, okay? You do still pay interest daily, but a good thing about it, if you're in Vegas or whatever, you may have an emergency or something like that, you need to borrow money or whatever off of your credit card, know that they don't charge a cash advance fee, all right? Now, the AMEX Platinum card. This is my favorite card. Every time that I'm traveling, I always use this card. The reason is because, one, it doesn't have a set limit, but they also changed the game up. So, granted, this is a charge card, but say that you make a $5,000 purchase or whatever, they actually, or you're taking a trip, and you anticipating on spending $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, right? So what they do, they can set it up to where instead of you paying it off the whole thing off next month, or the following month, they actually got it set up to where you can break that certain amount that you're going to use up over a certain time period. Okay, so that way, if you spend $10,000 in Vegas, when you get home, you don't have to pay that $10,000 out of pocket. You can have it broken up over a certain time period, over a few months, so that way you can make monthly payments instead of you paying it all at once, okay? Now, understand, usually with American Express, they're income sensitive, very income sensitive, okay? And one of the things about it, you have a higher chance if your average income is about at least $50,000. That doesn't mean you have to have $50,000 or more, but they are income sensitive. All right, and that's what I always tell you. If you have a spouse that's working in the household, you do need to also include her income on the application as well. So you definitely need to understand in terms of the data points when you're applying for different credit cards, okay? And American Express is no exception. Now, one of the things about it that bothers a lot of people is that they charge $695 annually for this card, okay? It went up from $500 to $695, and a lot of people complain about it. But for me, I still got the card. And the reason I use it is because I stay at some of the most amazing properties. If I see a hotel, say, I usually book my hotels through the AMEX travel portal, right? So, say that I'm going to stay at a Marriott or whatever, or at a resort or whatever. If I book with my American Express Platinum card, now that doesn't mean I have to pay with my American Express one. But if I book with my American Express Platinum card, okay, here's the thing about it. So say that the hotel room I book is for, just say, $150 a night, right? But the upgraded room is for $300 a night. So because I book with my American Express Platinum, when I get to the hotel, they will upgrade me, usually, if it's available, to the nicer room. So that's the reason I like, I'm paying $150, but I'm getting a $300 room, right? Or a $500 room. So that's the reason that I like the card, because it's saving me a lot more money than I'm willing to pay out of pocket for a room. All right. And then plus, if you're staying at a Marriott property, then you're getting like free breakfast. Breakfast at a hotel is going to run you easily, an individual, between $25 to $30. Okay. So if you're having two people, and they usually give it for two people, that's $60, $70 you can be saving right there just for breakfast at a hotel. Right? So you get to save a lot more money. And most people, they complain about that $6.95. But for me, it's worth the investment, because, again, I'm staying in nicer hotels. I'm getting nicer rooms. As a matter of fact, I told you guys, when you have that American Express in your hand, people treat you differently. It's a different conversation. And so that's the reason that I like it, all right? But this is definitely that card for me. Now, you have the MLIFE, okay? So if you're going to Vegas and stuff, you may want to consider the MLIFE. Now, here's the thing about it. With the MLIFE, they offer the MasterCard. Now, understand that even though they offer the MasterCard, it's not the World Elite card. So it may start at $5,000, it may start less than $5,000, but over time, because you're dealing with a lot of the casinos and stuff like that, or you're utilizing the card a lot, then the perks continue to come much easier. All right. The good thing about the MLIFE card when you checking into Vegas is that you get priority check-in, right? You get priority check-in. That's one of the great things about it. Like you having certain cards and stuff where you may show up early, right, to a hotel before you stay, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you're here early, so we'll go ahead and check you in. Or you may need a later checkout, right? Where you see most people, they have to be there at 3 o'clock, right? And they have to check out at 11 o'clock, where you're just chilling because you are a member of this MLIFE or whatever, and you probably checking out 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I know with my American Express, I'm usually checking out. I can check in at 11 and check out at 4. So that's the reason that I like the card, because I don't have to rush to hurry up and get out of the hotel or whatever. I can take my time. Now, this here card is distributed by First National Bank of Omaha. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So if you want to know who the card is issued by, it's First National Bank of Omaha. Now, here's the thing about it. Again, having this card is automatic upgrade to Pearl status, which includes complimentary self-parking in Vegas. Self-parking in Vegas is ridiculous. All right. This also can leverage this card. You can also leverage it to possibly getting your resort fees waived as well. So that self-parking can run you starting at $18 and up. Okay. Also, know those long buffet lines. You're planning on going to any of the buffets and stuff at the that accept the MLIFE Visa card, then you definitely want to have this card, so you don't have to be standing in that long line, right? Trust me, you want to get the food and stuff like that, but you don't want to just be standing in a long line. So this card does give you that advantage, all right? Now, here's another card. I misspelled Caesars up there, but it's spelled correctly. I thought I misspelled it, but it is spelled correctly. The Caesars Rewards. So Caesar Rewards, again, it doesn't say there's a Visa signature. So it may start at 5,000, it may start below that, okay? But it's some people, some of the data points, they're saying it may pull your Sage Stream score, or it's distributed through Community Bank, okay? And so they may do a soft pull from your Experian, all right? So that's something that's really good about that. An automatic upgrade to the platinum status after your first purchase, which entitles you to self-parking, again, so you're not being paid for that, charging for the self-parking, 15% discount on spas and gifts, preferred pricing at Caesars restaurants, pre-sale access to shows, and a complimentary buffet pass. Trust me, in Vegas, just a pass alone, a buffet pass, Caesar Palace, you're easily spending almost 60, 70 bucks, right, for a buffet pass. So it's definitely one of those ones that you definitely want to consider to have if you're planning on going to Vegas, or you're already in Vegas and you're trying to leverage better perks. So this is one of those cards as well. Now, here's something that surprised me, and when I ran across it, it's the Wyndham Rewards Earners Business Credit Card. It's the only business credit card that I think that you probably would have the best leverage out of, okay? And because it's a Visa signature card, this card may start at $5,000 and up. Okay, but the cool part about it, your resort fees away. Right now, resorts, I just came back from Vegas, and for 3 days, I paid over $200. Right at a little over $200 just on resort fees. Well, they said it wasn't resort fees, but yada, 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 whatever. It was resort fees to me because it wasn't included in the hotel price. But here's the thing about it. They have waived resort fees at Wyndham properties, as well as, this is a business credit card. I think they pull FICO 8, and I forgot to adjust this. But you do get free valet parking. That's me. I hate to park my car. When I'm in Vegas, trust me, I'm not parking. I'm going to pay somebody to park my car. You know, it just makes it much easier. One of the things about it, I see a lot of people, they fly all the way across country. They go to Vegas. They're staying in a Motel 6, you know, or a cheap hotel. Then what they will do, if they stay in a nice hotel, then they're going to get cheap food. They're going to look for a grocery store to buy some hamburger patties, or they may want to go to like a McDonald's or something. What's the purpose of going to Vegas if you're not going to enjoy yourself, right? So to me, I'm thinking like, wow, if I go to Vegas, I definitely like making sure that I'm going to enjoy myself. I want to stay in the nice hotels. I want to eat the best food. You know, I want to do some shopping. So all of these things, but a lot of people, I get it. Hey, if you're on a budget, it is what it is. You know, and I'm not knocking that. You know, but at the same time, if you're going to Vegas and you're trying to have a very good moment of entertainment, then why not truly enjoy yourself instead of saying, oh, I went to Vegas. But you went to Vegas, but did you enjoy Vegas? Did you actually experience Vegas the way you really wanted to? You know, so that's the reason I tell people about fixing your credit, building up your business credit and stuff, so it allow you those luxuries, and then you may have a meeting there and stuff to help try to write off some of this as a business expense. If you have any questions about business credit, personal credit, you can check the link in the description or go over to HoustonMcMiller.net, a three-way funding, schedule a one-on-one consultation, okay? But that's the thing about it, like with this business credit card, special member pricing at participating restaurants, offer 8 points per dollar on gas purchases. Right now, gas is ridiculous, okay? So a lot of us know that. As a matter of fact, because the gas is so high right now, a lot of people ain't going nowhere. People don't want to go nowhere because they don't want to pay that high expense for gas. And I get it. Hey, it's a lot of money to be dealing with. But one of the cool things about this card also, Caesar Palace will match your elite status. That's the crazy part about this. So you can use this here credit card at a Caesar Palace, at a Caesar's hotel. So they are swapping. So you can use this card at the Wyndham hotels as well as the Caesar hotels. So if you have a business or a Caesar's credit card or whatever, you can use it at the Wyndham properties, right? So that's one of the interesting things about this card that got my attention. So this is Houston with three-way funding. For those of you that need help with understanding your business credit, personal credit, I encourage you to click the link below. Thank you.